Well, I've arrived in Dilijan, and according to Google Maps, my hotel is here. I've tried contacting the hotel. They're just basically not replying. I've sent them about 10 messages. I've seen on WhatsApp that they've seen the message, but no reply. Anyway, eventually I've got a reply saying, "Where are you?" Even though I've already told them where I am. This is an absolute nightmare. I did something that I've never done before, and that's book a place on booking.com that has no reviews. It's literally just been added. Now, it's half the price of even the cheapest hostel, and apparently I get a 6-bed room all to myself, which is a bit odd. But I thought I'd give it a go. It's a new place, so someone's got to be the first person to use it. Bloody hell, they need to up the game because this is just ridiculous. It's my one and only full day in Dilijan, and it's already gone 12 o'clock. I didn't even have a drink last night as well, but got up this morning, tried to have a shower, no water, and this is in, I supposedly one of the good guest houses. I guess they can't do anything about that. Does mean I'm leaving the guest house. Bit smelly, got one smelly armpit. God. It's nice views though, but to be honest, I've had bad luck in this place ever since I got here, so I'm not even going to bother doing any hiking. I just can't be arsed. There's a really good hiking app and tells me there's a hike that I can do to a couple of monasteries. On the app it says it's 5 hours away. On Google Maps it says it's an hour and a half. If it was an hour and a half, I'd go and do it. I'm not doing a 10-hour round trip, sod that. Certainly not at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Just gonna have a look around the town and try and find a bus out of here, really. I booked this place yesterday because it was a 20-minute walk from where I was stood in the town centre. But I didn't realise it was a 20-minute walk up a bloody mountain. Honestly, it's a right trek coming back up here. And it's not an easy road to walk on either. And what it does mean is that every time you go out, you get back and you're just absolutely sodden, just sweating like mad. So it's probably cost me another bloody 10 euros in laundry. Really not feeling this place. And this is the road that you've got to climb up. As you can see, it's not easy to get down because it's really steep and it's just all broken up. Maybe I'm running out of energy. I've been travelling now for over a year, and there are places, there are hikes obviously to do. We're right at the foot of the national park, and there are lots of hikes to do. There are monasteries, there are other towns I could go and explore, but just can't find any information anywhere about how to get to these places, and I've just lost the energy. I just, to go and look at a monastery, it's like, how many monasteries have I seen in the past few months? Is it really going to be like any different to all the other 100 monasteries? Probably not even as impressive. Maybe it's time to take a break. And do what? Right, so here we are, the centre of Dilijan. Now basically all I need to do today is get some coffee, get something to eat, and find out how to get a bloody bus out of here. There's a few things around the centre I'm going to go and look at, but it'll take about 5 minutes. So this roundabout is right in the heart of Dilijan, and really you want to be staying somewhere around here, I guess. The hotel that I booked, just 100 metres up there according to booking.com, that was not to be the case, so I ended up cancelling it. Right, this is old memorial to the victims of the Second World War, I believe. I'll tell you something, there's no way I'm hiking anywhere today. I've just walked up them stairs and it's just knocking me out. This unhealthy traveller's lifestyle is starting to take its toll. Whew. Fruit and vegetables, oh, remember them? Armenia's just knocked the life out of me, to be honest. I loved Yerevan, and Gyumi was okay, and Vanadzo was okay. This is a nice place, but Maybe I've been travelling too long. Maybe it's time for me to take a break. I did actually feel like this in Ukraine, believe it or not. And Ukraine was only my, what, 1, 2, 3, 4th country. I'd only been travelling 3 months at this point. And once I left Lviv and went to Ivano-Frankivsk, I was like the only tourist there. And I kind of started thinking, do I want to keep doing this for a year? I was, yeah, it's a little bit down on the whole thing. But then it all changed. I got to another city and suddenly Ukraine, I started really appreciating and loving Ukraine. I was just a bit ill, to be honest. I wasn't sure whether I picked up COVID or not. I've got 3 days in Sevan, and then I've got a bus from Sevan back to Tbilisi. So I'm going back to the Envoy hostel, which is always a wonderful place to stay. It'll be my 4th time there, so they probably kept my bed for me. And yeah, I don't know from there. I absolutely don't know what I'm going to do from Georgia, because I've already done everything in Georgia that I wanted to do. So do I carry on east? I can't really get to India because they don't allow e-visas for British citizens. I would have to go to Yerevan, that's the nearest Indian embassy, to get my Indian visa. That might mean I have to stay in Yerevan until they can actually do it, and they're supposedly notoriously slow. So it might mean having to stay in Yerevan for a couple of weeks and then going back to Georgia to get a flight to India. So I don't particularly want to do that. Thailand, Muping, green curry, pad thai. Oh man, Thailand. Somewhere around here, next to this statue, is the bus station. Now I'm presuming it's not a bus station, it's just where the buses stop and pick up. But there's absolutely no signs of anything going on at the minute. So how I'm going to get to Sevan tomorrow, I don't know. This is the lake right in the centre of Dilijan, and this cafe over here, cafe number 2, that's where I had my lunch yesterday. Nice views if you can get one of them tables. Well, I've had no luck finding any kind of bus to Sevan, which is like the biggest tourist destination in this region, so you'd have thought it only being half an hour away that they would have buses from here, but who knows. Let's go and ask in here anyway. I've just been to the tourist information centre, and the woman there spoke English and she was very helpful. She explained that there are no buses that go to Lake Sevan, but there are buses that go to Yerevan and stop in Lake Sevan, which is kind of the same thing really. And she showed me where the bus station was, which isn't here. And yeah, so I think I can actually go and buy a ticket in advance. So I'm going to do that, and then I can relax knowing that my next transport is all sorted. Well, I'm actually sorted, believe it or not. Just here is the ticket office. I just kind of spotted it by accident. So I've got a ticket for tomorrow for 1 o'clock, and the bus leaves from right here, which means I can go and have breakfast in cafe number 2. Yeah, and get my bus to Lake Sevan. The woman in the information centre was really, really friendly. I met a couple of Americans there who took my WhatsApp and said that they might be having a party tonight. A garden party with a swimming pool and all kinds of enjoyable things. They were really friendly. I'm just walking up here to try and find something called King of the Forest. Google Maps doesn't have a clue. Walked past a guy, he knew what I was looking for, pointed me off in the right direction. Things are starting to improve in old Dilijan. Spoke too soon. Climbed up the hill, wasn't that far, and reached a locked gate with a security guy and a security dog. Dog was really friendly. Security guy less so. He basically said, no, you ain't going. So, don't know what to do now really. There is a walk, a short walk. It's like an hour and a half. Don't know if I can be arsed. It's too early to get a drink. I've decided to do a hike after all. It's a very short one. It's an hour and a half through something called the Drunken Forest. So I thought I can't really come to Dilijan and not at least do a small hike. So let's do it. The Drunken Forest. Oh, this one looks really nice. One thing I haven't done is brought any water with me. So I'm really hoping that I'll see a shop. Well, check this place out. An old abandoned building here. Probably some kind of cafe, restaurant or something. There's quite a few abandoned buildings, which is surprising really, considering Dilijan is supposed to be one of the tourist places in the country. Bloody hell, is this where I'm supposed to go? Lake Pause is one of the hikes that people do, 14 kilometres away, or Drunken Forest, half a kilometre. That'll do me. Oh, here we go. Something else over here as well. Oh, it's just columns. There used to be some kind of building here. Done it again. Come out on a hike with shorts on. Just been reminded how stupid an idea that is by having my leg brush up against some nettles. To be fair, I didn't actually expect to be doing this today. Wow, check out the views. So I'm staying up there, and over here looks like a stadium. I wondered what that was. I could just kind of see it from the road. I was chatting to a French guy that I met in Venazzo, who I'd also met in Kazbege, and he's basically here to hike. Hiking is his thing, and he said, you know, the only reason to come to Armenia really is for the hiking. I'm not sure about that, but I'm certainly glad I did this today. It's only a short hike, but it's, yeah, it's put me in a good mood after a dodgy start in Dilijan. I'm enjoying this now. You see Dilijan National Park, which stretches on for miles, and this is right in the heart of it. People come to Dilijan as a gateway to the national park for all the hikes. I made it to the Drunken Forest. Only took about 45 minutes. This is what it's called, the Drunken Forest, because you've got the trees going out at an angle. Now basically, if I keep going any further, the most I'm going to see are other trees like this. So that's me done. It's another 3-hour trek to a lake, which I haven't got time to do. It's like 3:30 now. So that would take me up to like at least 9:30 to get back. So, short trek, but worth doing. It was nice to get out here and check out the beautiful views of the Dilijan National Park.
Dilijan beer.
Dilijan, yeah, I've had Dilijan beer, but there's no tour. You can't go inside.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Excursia.
Say again? No. Okay.
English.
Okay.
Gari, kesmiyat malakan el mangalite sa. Bunlar geçiyorsun giden kanki.
I take? Yeah, thank you. No tours, unfortunately. This is where it's brewed, the Dilijan beer. And I've got a leaflet for some reason. For a minute then, I thought she was actually going to go and see if someone would come and give me a bit of a tour around the old brewery, but unfortunately not. But I do have a leaflet, so now I know all there is to know about the different beers that Dilijan produce. Bloody hell. Well, I decided not to go back on the trail and to walk through the streets instead, because the trail just takes me back the way I've come. So I thought I'd walk back through the residential part of Dilijan, and yeah, so far every house I've walked past just about, there's a bloody massive dog jumping around barking its head off at me. I'm just outside the city centre now. There's some good examples of some brutal architecture around here. Starting with that one. Over here we've got the Armenia Bank. Well, it looks like I found the coolest place in Dilijan. It's a little restaurant, bar. Sit and have a beer in here. Looks like they have live music on and stuff. Looks very cool, to be honest. Nice music. Oh, what's up there?